Well, hi everybody, this is Oleg. It's been a long time since I've been doing any kind of long videos, or it's been a long time since I've been doing a live stream. I'm right now in Virginia. I just dropped my load, and while I'm waiting for a new one, I thought this would be perfect moment to talk to you about something. Yeah, I'm in Virginia, in Lynchburg, Virginia. It's really green around here. There's LU on the hill over there, must be for Lynchburg. Yeah, it's really green. They say there is a lot of copperhead snakes around here, but it sure looks pretty. I'm sorry I'm wearing the glasses, even though it's a cloudy day. It's still so bright, and those few of you that watch me, you've seen my face before, I'm sure, many of times. But anyway, what I want to talk to you today about, and that would be data centers. Data centers, they're popping up like mushrooms after the rain. I heard somewhere that, I don't know, this number is really absurd, and there's all kinds of numbers floating around there. I've heard that they're gonna build like 3,000 of them. 3,000 of them, that's an insane number. 50 states, that's like 60 per state. It's just unbelievable. If you have seen them in person, few of them have, I'm sure. I have also. I have delivered stuff to those data centers. I've delivered steel I-beams. I've delivered equipment. Oh, hi, Mom. I'm glad you're in my stream. God bless you too. So I've seen the sizes of them. They're giant. They're endless. They're like 4 or 5 football fields, some of them, and 2 or 3 stories high. And you probably have seen, many of you have probably seen Amazon warehouses. Well, these data centers, they're much like Amazon warehouses. Some of them dwarf even Amazon warehouses. They're enormous. And just imagine that massive building that is full of computers. In my opinion, and I don't know much about computers, but knowing how much your PC at home can do, I can just imagine how much computing power one of those data centers have. If those endless buildings are stuffed with thousands or tens of thousands of computers. So, in my opinion, 60 of those per state on average. Of course, places like California, and again, that number may not be right. I've heard that. It may be true, maybe not sure, but that's what I heard. Places like California, full of people, or Texas, will have more of them, I'm sure. And places like Wyoming, less, obviously. However, average is average. And in my opinion, 1 or 2 would be, or 3 maybe, would be probably more than enough. Again, what do I know? Don't know anything about computers. However, it does not take rocket scientists to see that they are a little bit too big and there's a little bit too many of them just to save your selfie there. And so looking at this makes me think, what are they for? Well, there's two ideas that I want to share with you. There may be more. Number one, it's all going toward the end. The whole world is. AI is going crazy and all that. Uh, oh, good to see you, Knife Maker. Thanks for joining. I haven't heard from you in a while. So anyway, one is it's all going to the end, and it's all going to the digital concentration camp, so to speak, where they're gonna have everything under control. My friend, my YouTube friend from Australia, he told me they've had already for a while cameras all over the freeways, and those cameras catch you coming through a few miles down the road, figures out what speed you're supposed to be traveling at, and if it's higher, they send you a ticket in the mail. So you never see cops anymore on the freeways in Australia. And I heard that they're gonna do the same thing here now. Of course, to do all that, you need a lot of computing power. Additionally, all the toll systems, everything else, everything is computers. And obviously, it's only gonna get worse. It's not getting better. And so that's one thing. However, do we still need 3,000 of them? Again, if that number is correct. I don't think so, but I don't know. Another idea that crosses my mind, that some of them will be not just data centers. They build these huge buildings and claim that's what they are, data centers. They may be something entirely different. Some of them may be prisons, concentration camps. Because if you're gonna build data center, you can build it in the middle of nowhere in the desert where it's not in anybody's way, blah blah blah. They're building them all over, middle of nowhere, near the cities, and that tells me that some of those so-called data centers are also some FEMA camps slash prisons slash concentration camps for all the people that will not be in agreement with whatever regime is going to be down the road. The final regime, as you all know, if you're a Christian, it's going to be a regime of Antichrist. That's the final one. There could be more, not as extreme before that. So I'm sure some of them are being built for Christians, for people who are anti certain politics and so on and so forth. Okay, Louis Booker says, hey, that's my cousin's name. I don't know what they mean. Oh, crowd number 3, okay. Anyway, so that's my opinion and my take on these data centers. You may agree or disagree with me. All I'm voicing is an opinion, because as back in the first church days, back 2,000 years ago, Christians were persecuted. They're going to be prosecuted again, and they're going to be prosecuted again. It's going to be hard time, And these data centers, some of them sure are concentration camps, in my opinion. If you agree or disagree or want to voice your opinion, leave me a message, leave me a comment, because this topic really is interesting, and I would like to see your opinion as well. Thanks for tuning in, whoever did, whoever does. I'll see you in the next upload, and thanks again whoever's watching my videos, mostly shorts lately, but I'll still do long videos or live streams from time to time. Oh, Sharif, I was just good to see you in my stream. Wow, you're still up. It's 3:16 a.m. in Australia. Wow. I was just telling what you told me about Australia, how they have cameras all over interstates over there, and how they just mail you ticket for speeding. That kind of stuff is definitely coming over here and everywhere probably. Anyway, thanks again for everybody. Okay, Louis Booker says, guys, stop copying me. Okay. I don't know who copies who, but it's good to see everyone on the stream. I'll talk to you later all. Take care. God bless.